One, come on in and sit down. I just want to make sure, no, I haven't even got one to show everybody. The little hearts you've got, did everybody pick up a little heart on the way through? Or a texter and a pen to write on that a bit later? If not, we can bring them around a little bit later. Great to see Karen back after her little sojourn down into the country. It's great to see everybody here today. Anybody else need one? A little heart from the back, they're up the back. So today is designed as a service for everybody. The children are staying in today. And those types of services are a little bit different usually. And usually I would have all of the adults up doing craft, but I think we'll gently move our way back into that space. I don't think we've done that since 3 or 4 years ago when we did this same service. But you are going to do something today. So welcome to everybody. It might be a surprise seeing me here today and me doing Harmony Day, because Harmony Day actually doesn't start, I think, till next weekend, but I was meant to be on next weekend's service and Ian was meant to be today. So we've had a swap because Ian's off on a lovely week away. So welcome to everyone. Thank you for being here today and for being here with each other. Welcome to all of those online as well. It's wonderful to have you with us. And thanks to everyone who's made today's service possible, the people who serve us here each week through providing music, for setting up the space, for managing the tech, for giving us a lovely morning tea, and for contributing in word and action and just by being here in our space today. So today we are celebrating Harmony Day. And I'm going to acknowledge our traditional custodians. That's the first thing we'll do. We begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather. Here we honour the Bidjigal people of the Darug Nation, and we pay our respects to our elders, both past, present, and to emerging leaders. We give thanks for the deep wisdom, culture and care for country that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have carried for tens of thousands of years. And as we mark Harmony Week, we remember that harmony begins with truth. It begins by recognising the first peoples of this land and their ongoing story of culture, resilience and connection to this country. Today we celebrate that people in our community come from many different cultures, languages, and have many different stories. We give thanks that this land now holds many journeys and many hopes. May we learn from the first peoples of this place about belonging, respect, and care for the land and care for each other. And may we grow together as a community where every person is welcomed, valued, and able to flourish. I'm going to ask Zoe and Max if they'd like to come and light our candle for us today. Oh, and Jack? Hi, Jack. Come on up. We can make 3 people work with the candles. As we light the Christ candle, we're reminded. Are you okay? That's okay. So let's come back in. Are you okay? That's the first thing. Okay. All put your hands on my hand. Let's do that. Come in here and all put your hands on my hand. As we light the Christ candle, we're reminded that Christ is the light of our world. Christ brings hope and love and peace and compassion. think Jack's finger's okay. We might just... Thank you, kids. That was fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for being part of the worship. Let's join in our call of worship together with a responsive call to worship. Welcome, friends of every age, every story, and every background. And together we say, my turn. God of life, gather us in and hold us in love. We come as people of every age, every story, and every background. Come as we are. Some of us come with joy, some with questions, some are feeling hopeful, and some just tired. God's dream is not about sameness, but about harmony, a world where every voice matters. Like many instruments in one song, we each bring our own gifts. So let us open our hearts and minds to God. And open our lives to the work of justice, kindness, compassion, and peace. Let us worship together. We're going to now say hello to each other. So let's stand and say good morning, and we can pass the peace. Let's do that. I've got too many sheets here.
We skipped over the announcements, so do you want to do the announcements?
Oh, yes,
straight after
yes.
This one?
Yes. Sorry. Fiona, that's the trouble. I feel like I've got too many people. You're right, you're looking at so many things.
It's very stressful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes, look, I had the announcements in there. It was up on the board.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Beautiful stuff.
Oh, that actually works well. Oh.
Good morning, everyone. Just a few announcements. Exciting news. We're actually on the final stretch of our paddle for the communities of Timor-Leste. Now, does everyone know what's happening next Saturday? So it's coming up, a big event, 12:30 at Fitzpatrick Park Reserve. So we're going to have a barbecue picnic. Everyone's welcome, so please, can you today? I'm going to have an RSVP on the back. Can everyone who's coming, or if you've got friends who are coming, can you put the names down so we've got some idea for catering? But don't let that stop you. We want as many people there as we can. It's going to be just such a great time. And we have 3 paddlers. Carla's paddling, I think Jackie's paddling, and Alana, and that's Alana and Corbin and me. So we've got a good group of paddlers, and the hope is we'll take some photos and use this to kind of just even do the final run to the end of Lent promotion to say, hey, talk to people about what this means to them and make it a really big ending. So very excited. So please come along. I have been told it costs $8 for parking in Fitzpatrick Park, to be aware of that if you park your car, unless you want to find a sneaky way to park and walk in. That's the tip for you, to know that. So, oh, okay, so it depends where you park.
Drive into the National Park, maybe, but there should be parking outside of where you're meeting. It's not actually National Park.
Anyway, look, just be aware of it, just where you park. I was just giving that tip. So we'll be having a sausage dish. There'll be cold drinks. If you can bring a plate, that's another thing I'd love to get. Anyone who can do that, let me know. So very excited about that. Men's Have a Chat is happening on Thursday the 17th. Sorry. Good. That was what I was doing to get you. Exactly. Thank you. It's not Thursday, it's Tuesday. Do you get that? That's to underline that. Connecting over coffee and conversation this Tuesday, the 17th of March, at 10:30 at XS Cafe Revesby. So if you haven't come before, I think you do have to be a male to go to that one. Sorry about that. But that is on. A reminder to come along to our River Garden Community Garden this Friday from 9:30 a.m. And after our gardening time, we're actually going to have a monthly planning meeting where we chat about what's gone well and what's next to plan. So it's not just about planning, it's about celebrating and thinking together. So please come along and be part of that. Then in 2 weeks from today, there'll be one of many gardens across our region hosting the Sydney Edible Garden Trail. That's pretty amazing. We're going to be on that trail, so that's really exciting. And River Garden will be open from 1 to 3 p.m. on the 29th of March to showcase the wonderful work our team has done over the past few years. And we're also hoping for lots of visitors, and we'll be putting on a Devonshire tea to raise some money for our garden. So we'd love you to be there. So that is Sunday, the 29th of March. It'd be so good for you to join in. So put that in your diary. It's the 29th of March. And if you'd like to visit other gardens across Sydney, you can actually buy tickets online. So go to Sydney Edible Garden Trail and Google that, and you should be able to get the tickets, I'm presuming. So they're all our announcements for this morning, and thank you for your patience as I made various errors in the reading of it.
I'm sorry that I left the announcements off where it said to have them, Barry. Thank you. Okay, for all the kids that are sitting down there, welcome. And I just want the kids to know that the whole first front of the service today is designed for kids to participate. So if you're, there are also some activities on the table about Harmony Day, but the videos, the first few videos, it would be great for you to be able to watch those. So find a space where you can sit and just watch those videos. And I'm going to invite you to, right now, if you've got an instrument, everybody, we're going to stand and sing Jesus Put the Song in Our Hearts. And if you've got an instrument, if you haven't got an instrument and you'd like one, they're just at the back. Zoe, Zach, Jack, do you want to come up the front? Any other kids want to come up the front and join in? Come on, Merida. Any adults want to stand up and come up the front and join in? It's a really good, nice, strong music one. One that's got a good beat. Might not use that because that will put a hole in the tambourine, sweetheart. So just tap in your hand. That's it. Up you come. All right. Are we ready? Now we're going to sing 3 verses. Let's stand, everybody. Come on, kids, up the front or in the middle, everybody. Thank you. Always feels good to play that tambourine. Okay, thank you, Lorraine. We haven't done that one for a very long time, have we? So this week we celebrate Harmony Week, and as I said before, we're a little bit early because I think it's next Saturday that it officially starts. So does anybody know what Harmony Day is? Anybody know what we celebrate on Harmony Day? Who's got their hand up down there? Can you put the microphone there, Chris? Is that on? Is it on? Simon, can you just turn the hand mic on? Does anybody down there have any idea about Harmony Day? Do you guys know anything about Harmony Day? Anybody? No ideas? You do? Young man behind you has an idea, Chris.
Everyone belongs.
Say that again. Everybody belongs. You're absolutely right. That is the overwhelming arching theme of Harmony Day. All right, well, let's have a look at a video. Oh, sorry, Zoe's got something to say?
We celebrate everybody from different cultures.
Exactly right. Are your schools doing something around Harmony Day? Fantastic, and I can see Karen joined in with the, knew that today, wearing orange. Thanks, Karen. Well, let's have a look. This is a little film clip from Behind the News, which is a children's news show. You like that? Okay, let's have a look and see what this... So if you can't see the screen, you might not need to turn your eyes to the screen. Thank you.
And I'm from India, Punjab.
I am mainly from Australia, but I am partly Finnish.
I came from Indonesia and my family, and I just came to Australia a year ago.
I'm from Punjab, India. I'm mostly English, and I'm partly Scottish and Irish.
Yep, we Aussies come from all over the world. In fact, it's estimated that this country is home to people from more than 300 different cultural backgrounds, including the world's oldest continuous cultures. According to these guys, all of that multicultural goodness makes for a great place to grow up.
We can learn and understand other cultures and make our communities become unique.
Everyone accepts all the cultures and they all have harmony together. We get to learn about all different cultures and share their food, and we get to celebrate who they are.
It wasn't always this way. While people have come from all over the world ever since colonisation, for a lot of the last century, governments tried to assimilate people to a single white Australian culture.
As there's no language barrier to overcome, these British children can adapt themselves immediately.
The White Australia policy made it hard for people from non-European countries to come to Australia. But eventually that changed. In the 70s, the government brought in laws against racial discrimination and began to adopt multiculturalism, the idea that cultures existing side by side could make the country better. It was a policy embraced by both of the big political parties and one that continues today.
Our nation is made of many people from hundreds of countries. We speak many languages and follow many faiths.
And that's what Harmony Day is all about.
Harmony Day is a day for everyone in the world to come together and create peace with all the countries. Harmony Day is a day where we all come together and celebrate each other.
Harmony Day is about celebrating different cultures and delivering a message that everyone belongs.
It's a day of sharing music, stories, cultural clothing and food.
Many schools, like Richmond Primary School, have a parade where you can dress up in your traditional clothes of culture, or you can choose to wear orange, which is the official Harmony Day colour.
Harmony Day also coincides with the UN's International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. And for many, it's a great reminder that our differences are made to be celebrated.
Because no one should be left out, and we should respect and tolerance to the other people who came from different cultures.
Because we should judge people by the kindness in their heart, other than where they come from or what they look like. It's important to include everyone so no one feels left out or sad, and then we can all be happy together. Because it doesn't matter from what country they are or what state they are or what religion there is, because we're all people and we have the same hearts.
We're all people and we have the same hearts, and that leads beautifully into the story that we will be having in just a few minutes. So, carrying the message, everyone belongs. Harmony Day encourages Australians of all ethnic, cultural and religious backgrounds to participate in their community, to get to know one another, to understand and trust each other, respecting our cultural and religious differences, and acknowledging each other and our diversity helps us to grow as a community and as individuals. So let's stand now and sing one of Helen's songs, Living in Community. It is a truly beautiful song that Helen has written there around what it is to be community. We're having another story now, and this is one by Mem Fox. And interestingly enough, when I was looking up this week stories related to Harmony Day, Mem Fox had the 3 top stories around what it is to belong. And if you get a chance, there's another beautiful story called I'm Australian Too, which is just a beautiful book that you might like to look at. So this is called Whoever You Are. We have seen this before, but I think this truly is a beautiful story that we're all human. And it talks about little ones, that's who she's referring to. But actually it's not just for little ones. It's for big people as well. Because from my understanding of being a teacher for a long time, children understand what it is to be different. Children get that it's okay to be from different backgrounds and have different faiths and different colours. They just get on. But somewhere along the journey, kids, I guess, hear and learn from people that are anxious or scared or worried about differences. So this isn't a book just for kids, it's a book for everybody.
Whoever You Are, written by Mem Fox and illustrated by Leslie Staub. Little one, whoever you are, wherever you are, there are little ones just like you all over the world. Their skin may be different from yours, and their homes may be different from yours. Their schools may be different from yours. And their lands may be different from yours. Their lives may be different from yours. And their words may be very different from yours. But inside, their hearts are just like yours. Whoever they are, wherever they are, all over the world. Their smiles are like yours. And they laugh just like you. Their hurts are like yours, and they cry like you too. Whoever they are, wherever they are, all over the world. Little one, when you are older and when you are grown, you may be different, and they may be different wherever you are, wherever they are in this big, wide world. But remember this: joys are the same, and love is the same. Pain is the same, and blood is the same. Smiles are the same, and hearts are just the same, wherever they are, wherever you are, wherever we are. All over the world.
Let's have a show of hands. Hand up if you were born in another country. If you were born in a different country to Australia. Where were you born, Robin? India. Mexico. And May? England. Wonderful. Hand up if your mum or your dad was born in a different country. Okay, that's a bit more, isn't it? Okay, hands down. So, just in this little tiny space, we've got people with the second generation from overseas. Before we were colonised by the British, the Aboriginal and the Torres Strait Islanders were the only inhabitants and the owners of this land. But since that time, people have come to this country from all over the world. Some because they wanted a different type of life, some because their families were here, others because the countries they were living in were dangerous or war-torn, others who have fled disasters, and some who were here to do important jobs. That first clip we saw with the British children arriving, that really reminded me of my dad. My dad wasn't born in Australia, and in fact this last 2 weeks I found out that by default I am actually a British citizen and now need a passport to go to England because I'm a British citizen. My dad was born in Luton in England in 1934. He was a British citizen and he lived in London, in England, throughout World War II. My grandfather, my grampy, was Simon throughout the Blitz. So he spent a lot of time dealing with the Anguish Cry bombings. And I can imagine that it was pretty scary for anybody living in any place throughout our world, not only in World War II, but in any place today that is war-torn. After the war, when my dad was 14, his family decided to move to Australia. Now, I don't know why they decided to do that, and I really wished I'd talked to my grandparents and my dad more about why that decision was made. because it is a really big decision to move from your country of birth to another place. I think it was probably very frightening to live in London throughout World War II. And I can imagine that maybe coming to Australia may have seemed like a new beginning. But it was a very long journey, and it was by ship. And I've actually got photos of the ship that Dad arrived in. I should have thought to put that up. I wonder what it felt like to be in a brand new country. Dad often talked about the sadness of leaving behind his best friend, also named Peter. And thankfully, they reacquainted when Dad was about 40, and they had visited right up until Dad's passing. Dad had no friends when he came to Australia. Everyone here spoke English, but with a pretty funny accent. The weather was very different. There's no snow in Padstow. They had to learn new customs, find new jobs, a house to live in, start a new school, find a new way of life, make new connections. I imagine that it was very hard. I know that Dad felt quite lonely and anxious when he first came. I guess being a 14-year-old was also part of that. It's a pretty important time of life. I wonder how long it took for my grandparents and my dad to feel that they belonged in this place. I wonder who were the people who nurtured them and took them under their wing and made them feel welcome, and who valued them for their skills and for the people that they were. As time went on, Nana and Gramp built a house in Faraday Road, Padstow, and they made friends with neighbours who were also building. They found jobs which they loved, and Dad went to Canterbury Boys High School, where he also made new friends. And they began to feel that they belonged. They began to feel connected. They had a sense of being part of something. And although things were very different here, there were still lots of things that were commonalities to living in England. Harmony Day helps us to realise that all of us are important and we all need to belong. Belonging is a feeling of feeling safe and supported, and where there is a sense of being accepted for whoever we are. All of us need to feel accepted and valued and to belong. It's a basic human need, and it's up to all of us to build communities where people feel respected, valued and loved. In the past few weeks, we've been journeying towards Easter. We've heard of Jesus going out of his way to show people that they were valued. He met people of different backgrounds, ethnicity, different status, and he met them where they were at. Nicodemus in the dark of the night, the woman at the well, the blind beggar. All of these encounters involved meeting people where they were at, listening to their stories. Jesus always models acceptance and value to the people that he meets. Throughout his life, Jesus looked upon people with kindness, with care and compassion. And he often didn't mince words about the importance of all of those things in building community. And as a church community, we need to continue to promote goodwill, understanding and tolerance, because it matters. And I'm really proud our church is involved in lots of amazing different things. The Sydney Alliance, after the Eid, I can't think what that's called, Fiona. Iftar. I know we attend different meetings around multiculturalism as well. And you know what? Living in Canterbury, Bankstown, we're actually really, really fortunate, because we are enriched in our area by having over 130 different ethnic groups in our city of Canterbury Bankstown, and we speak over 200 languages. Even within our own little playgroup, we can say hello in Spanish, in Greek, in Italian, in Thai, in Darug, in Mandarin and Vietnamese. And that's amazing. And I just wanted to show you, while talking about our playgroup, this is something that we have journeyed on. We've had an Indigenous artist working with our playgroup, and this is to encapsulate belonging. So that the handprints of parents, the footprints of babies, the tiny handprints are all, for our playgroup, are all on this beautiful artwork. Are on this beautiful artwork. And Jodie spent a lot of time doing this, and the children were in raptures while she was doing it because she did it here while the families could look on. So the children and the families could see that they were an important part of our playgroup community. And some of the handprints are hard to see because some have been on top, but some are hidden underneath as well. The meeting place, circle in the middle, and the journey lines, bringing our families into our playgroup community. A really beautiful artwork around belonging. We're hoping to hang that somewhere. But the journey of parents and children being able to see that process in action was also very powerful. In Canterbury Bankstown, we can experience food from all over the world. In fact, I was just thinking the other day, and I don't know if anyone else was born around this area, but I can remember that just up here in Toppanania, there was one Chinese restaurant, the Swan Lake. It was called the Swan Lake Chinese Restaurant. And it was the only Chinese restaurant in, I don't know, for anywhere, but it was a real treat to go to that little space. Well, now, in that same block, we've got Indonesian, we've got Japanese, we've got Italian, we've got Malaysian in that one tiny little space. How wonderful that we can enjoy all of those beautiful dishes from other cultures. We experience other things like Tai Chi, different types of sports. We can celebrate festivals and be a part of festivals such as the Ramadan Night Festival in Lakemba, which actually finishes tonight, I think. And if you have never been to that festival, next year try and get along because it is absolutely incredible. We can visit mosques, Buddhist and Sikh temples, the one right down on the corner of River Road. We can participate in festivals such as the Chinese Lunar New Year, Diwali, the Festival of Lights, right through to celebrating the traditions of our first people through ceremony, dance and art exhibitions. We have so many incredible opportunities to learn and to share right on our own doorstep, if we are open to engage, to learn, to listen and to share our stories. Jesus modelled acceptance, inclusivity and a genuine willingness to engage with everyone, no matter what their age, gender, cultural background or status. And I think that actually Jesus would have really loved the concept of a Harmony Day. This prayer is written by Rabbi Eddie Meshner and Rabbi Rick Jacobs. Holy One, we know you by many names, but still we are part of one human family, your family. Open our hearts and our minds so that we can see your reflection in the face of every person on this earth. Help us to forge bonds of compassion, dignity and respect with every person. Guide us to fully grasp all people need love, friendship, belonging, respect, and for the opportunity to work, contribute and lead. Let prejudice, stigma, fear and presumptions never interfere with our ceaseless efforts to assure that each and every person is able to feel the embrace of family, community and of God. Amen. As you came in the door today, you should have collected a little heart. On that little heart, I would like you just to think for a minute about something that you can do to contribute to harmony in either your local community or at a wider level. Just one or two things. You could put 3 things if you want. And we're going to then offer them up as part of our offering when we do that in a few minutes. So 2 or 3 minutes just to think about how you could contribute to world harmony. There's pencils up the back. Does anybody need pens or pencils? Has everybody got a heart? That's the most important. You need what to leave off? And can the kids all do one of these 2 for me? How are we going? Everyone pretty finished? Lorraine, would you be able to play for us throughout the offering? While we're listening to some beautiful music from Lorraine, and Lorraine, maybe what I'll get you to do before you play, would you like to bring your partner? I'll put it in later as well. So I'm just going to ask for the first couple of minutes while Lorraine's playing, if you would like to offer what you have written on that piece of paper. So as an offering, as a response to what we've heard today about how we, as individuals and as a church, can make a difference to bring harmony and peace and respect to this world. And I invite you, if you can, to come and lay your heart on the communion rail. And then we will, after a minute or two, we'll ask our stewards to take up our monetary offering. Thanks, Lorraine. And the kids can come and put theirs up as well. Come and put it up on the table. And if you can't, someone else will bring it for you. And I'd invite our stewards to take up our offering. May we use that to encourage people to feel welcome and valued and loved, and know that they are important. Christine will now bring us the prayers of the people. Thanks, Chris.
Loving and welcoming God, you created a world rich with colour, language, culture and story. As we approach Harmony Week, remind us that our diversity is not something to fear, but a gift to celebrate. Help us to listen deeply to one another's stories, to honour the journeys that have brought each person here, and to recognise in every culture the same human longing for dignity, belonging and love. Teach us that love is spoken in every language, expressed in every culture, and lived out in countless acts of kindness and care. Where difference creates misunderstanding, bring patience. Where fear builds walls, give us courage to open doors. Help us to recognise the common ground we share as your children and to build communities where everyone is welcomed, valued and heard. We pray for those in our nation who are recovering from floods. Strengthen the hands of those cleaning up homes and communities. Bring comfort to those who have lost so much and renew hope in places where the future feels uncertain. We pray for our troubled world in places where conflict divides people and nations. Bring wisdom to leaders and courage to peacemakers. We especially hold in our hearts the people of the Middle East, where grief, fear, and anger have endured for so long. God of peace, soften hearts, open paths to understanding, and guide all who seek justice and reconciliation. And in our own lives, help us to be people who build harmony through listening, kindness, and respect. May our words and actions reflect your love, a love that crosses every boundary and brings people together. We ask these prayers in the spirit of hope and peace. Amen.
In every major religion in the world, each major religion has the tenet, do unto other people as you would have them do unto you. Every major religion. It's about kindness, about being kind and respectful to each other and to listen to each other's stories. Thanks, Fiona.
Why are we so divided, standing on our sides, when there's not much difference between you and I? Sisters and brothers, can we see eye to eye? Put down your words and weapons, let's give it one more try. 'Cause we got more in common than we think. Love is the language that we speak, so help the ones that are weak. Find the light that lives between you and me. We're all humankind, let's share some human kindness. We're all born the same, in need of everything. When did all that change? When did we learn to hate? Can we find a way to go back to when the world felt safe? Start a brand new day and move on from what we can't erase. 'Cause we got more in common than we think. Love is the language that we speak, so help the ones that are weak. Find the light that lives between you and me. We're all humankind, let's share some human kindness. Hang on, just hang on. Stand strong, just stand strong. Hold on to one another, sisters and brothers. Hang on, just hang on. Stand strong, just
And as is our custom I like to do at the end of our service, let's all stand and join together in a circle. And I will read a prayer. And then I thought I've used this before because it means a lot to me. And that's to finish with the Irish blessing. It is also St. Pat's Day this week, so it's appropriate. But it was one of my mum's favourites, and my mum was from an Irish background. So let's stand together in a circle. Kids, come and join us. I might use that other microphone, if I may, for the prayer.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind.
It's all right. Be sorry. Let's all join together. Come on, everyone in our circle. Join hands if you feel free to. If you don't, that's fine too. Loving God, we thank you that we are richly blessed by a world of diversity and beauty. Thank you for giving us opportunities to share and to celebrate our differences. As human beings, you have given us minds to explore and learn as we move together through a world of varied cultures, customs and languages. There are estimated to be over 7.5 billion people in our world, and we are all accepted by you. We are all held by your love. Please fill our hearts with your love so that your light may shine through each and every one of us. And now the Irish blessing.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain falls soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. May God hold you in the palm of his hand.
And we say together, we go in God and God in us. Amen. Thank you everyone for